the question always is, what is actually, just like we said, where do we actually start in the human predicament? What is actually in process in a person? Like, what are the energies that are actually there? And when it comes to the human proposition, can those energies be changed? Which to me, transformation is, it begins, its first point, because we have that ability, that second life in us, which can select. We can use our human superpower. And our human superpower, the way I think of it, is the ability to make conscious choice. So we can actually intervene. We can even take a thought process that's running, catch it, and intervene and say, no, I don't want that. I'm canceling that process. I'm bringing in something else. We can do that once we're, as you say, in the place of being in control, rather than having something else control us. So a compulsion, an addiction, identification, possession, these are all names of something else driving us, obsession, rather than us actually being in control of the equipment. So it has within it the idea of actually taking control and steering even our brain life in the direction we want it to go, rather than random programs, many of which may have been put in there by other people or by the media or by some other method, which was not self-selected in the first place. To be a self-determining life and actually make our own choices of what energies we want and don't want, that's quite the transformation. And I think to remind this idea that transformation begins energetically, and transformation is not information. Information without application does not make transformation. It needs information, which is an interesting word, in, form, at, ion. It's just coming into form. Then we need to apply it, and then we've got a chance of actually something transforming. If we just have the information, it doesn't change the energetics. So transform at ion to me speaks about changing the form, like our neural pathways, by changing the energy. So we transform at ion. An ion, we said before, an ion is a positively or negatively charged particle. I think of any word that ends in ion as an energy word. So whether it's obsess ion, congratulate ion, transform at ion, it's always telling us, hey, that's an energy word. If it ends in ion, it's something to do with energetics. So if we're going to transformation, we need to transform our energetics. And one way to do that is superimpose a new higher frequency energy on a lower frequency energy. So if we can take patience and superimpose it upon impatience, just one example, they can't live in the same space. Mm-hmm. So if we become a patient person, then impatience leaves, mm-hmm, because it can't be in the same space. So that to me is the law of energy displacement.
Along with our website at portalsofperception.org, Portals is also available on YouTube and on all podcast platforms, as well as social media. You can become an active member and join the conversation in community events. And you can help us get the word out by liking this content and by sharing it with your friends.